Hello and welcome back to the technical charts analysis section. My name is Edmund. So we're going to start off with the US dollar index. Let us have a look and see. So this is the US dollar index, which shows us whether the US dollar was strengthening or weakening over a certain period of time. So the latest update as of yesterday, we were looking at the US dollar, which was bullish, going up for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 4 days, since the 16th of June until the 19th of June. And as of Monday, the US dollar has broken through this bullish trend line and has been going down. Okay, after it went down for about 1 day and 2 days, okay, the US dollar actually managed to find support back here again. This was actually a relevant support and resistance level on the H1 and also on the H4 charts. Okay, this is the one. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Okay, so yesterday we can see that the US dollar index, after having found support over here on a Tuesday, for yesterday, Wednesday, the US dollar starts to move back up. Okay, and throughout the whole of yesterday, the US dollar was bullish. This was the first major move over here, this candle here. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, this is the first one. It came at 1000 hours. 10 plus 5 is 15, which is 3 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. At 3 p.m., the US dollar starts to strengthen. Okay, strengthens quite considerably in the next 2 hours. However, it retraced back and came to test this line again. And towards the evening at 1400 plus 5 is 1900 hours, which is 7 p.m. the US dollar strengthens again. So throughout the UK and US trading sessions, the US dollar was bullish. Okay, so when we look at the UK pound, we can see that during yesterday's live webinar that we had yesterday at 2 to 3 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, first of all, we can see that as of the Asian trading session, the market was still very quiet, the UK pound trading in a range, and we had the webinar at about 2 p.m. which was here, 900 hours, 9 plus 5 is 14, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Didn't really move much throughout the whole session, and just at about 3 p.m., which is this one, 1000 hours, we saw the UK pound, okay, being quite volatile, pushing up to a high of 1.2525 and then going down to a low of about this dip here. Okay, from this high went to a low of 1.2467. It actually came down about 57 pips before pushing back up to test this resistance again at 1.2532. So it went up another 69, almost 70 pips before deciding that it cannot get past this resistance. And after that, when the US traders came in, it moved back down. Okay, so it started to move down at about 1400 plus 5 is 19, 7 p.m. It moves down from 1.2528 all the way down to 1.2417. Okay, so it went down about 114 pips. Okay, so yeah, so in the market update just now, I mentioned yesterday's move during the US trading session was pretty significant because it signaled that the US dollar came back to life. It was bullish again, but on a longer H4 chart, it is still in a consolidation phase. So it could possibly come back to test this resistance, okay, over there. And as of this morning, the US dollar is still slightly bullish. Okay, so same scenario, with the US dollar being slightly bullish this morning, the UK pound is still slightly bearish. Okay, technically it's actually finding some consolidation before it decides whether to continue going down or maybe have some retracement. Okay, so this was for the UK pound. Very interesting. Nothing much happened during the Asian trading session. However, at about 3 p.m. it started to get active. During yesterday's live webinar, I did mention that trading is just like fishing. Um, we know that it's going to happen at about a certain time. In this case, 2 to 4 p.m. It doesn't always happen at 2 p.m., but in this case, it started to happen at 3 p.m. onwards. Okay, so movement was there, volatility was there. That is where you understand the markets. Once the price action moves, that's where you take your trade. Again, you don't have to make every single pip of this 114 pip movement. Even if you manage to catch 30 pips or 40 pips, that would have been a good trade for the day or for the whole week. Okay, so so the US dollar, the UK pound, and for the euro dollar, it's pretty much the same story. It was previously bullish going up, and yesterday most of the morning was pretty quiet. And at about again 1000 hours, this is at 10 plus 5 15, which is 3 p.m. the euro dollar starts to weaken from 1.1317 to a low of 1.1248. Okay, so it went down about 70 pips. Okay, currently it's still on a bearish sentiment, and we'll see where it goes later on. Gold prices was pretty, as we can see for the last few days, it's been bullish, and it touched a high of about 1,778. Okay, before coming down at about 1500 plus 5 2000 hours at about 8 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. local Singapore Malaysia time. Gold prices moved down from 1,778 all the way to a low was here, this tip here, if you can see this, a low of 1,753. Okay, so gold prices came back down about 20, almost 25 US dollars. Okay, so but before it came down, it actually went up first. The major move came here when this candle at 1100 hours plus 516, which is 4 p.m. moved up from 1,768 to a high of 1,778. Okay, so as you can see, gold prices currently is still pretty bearish, on a bearish sentiment. However, it is also likely that it will consolidate for a while first before deciding to go up or down later on. Okay, we were looking at silver also yesterday, and by analyzing silver, we were looking at this uptrend line and also this horizontal resistance during yesterday's video analysis, and we are looking for it to squeeze into this triangle, and it could either break up or break down. I think I remember mentioning that it is a high chance that it will break down, and true enough, as gold prices retreated yesterday. Okay, gold prices dropped at about this is the one, at about 1500 plus 5 2000 hours at about 8 p.m. We can see that silver prices also moved down. Okay, no, but silver, as you can see, it reacted pretty early, 1300 plus 5 as early as 6 p.m. Okay, it started to go down, and the major one was also at 1500, similar with gold over here. Okay, so again, silver actually indicated that it's going to go down at 8 p.m. Way early. Even at 6 p.m. couldn't get past this, came back down. And at 8 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, it goes down from 17.87 all the way to a low of 17.35. Okay, so currently it is also trying to consolidate and decide where is the next direction for silver. Okay, so this was silver. What else do we have? Oil prices are pretty bearish also. Again, after going up for a number of days and touching a high of 41.58 on 23rd of June. So we can see that oil prices has broken through this trend line. Okay, oil prices has broken through this bullish trend line, okay, as of Tuesday evening, and yesterday it was just consolidating before it went down further. from 1000 hours again. This is at 10 plus 5, 15, which is 3 p.m. It started to move down from $40.39 towards the UK session, and follow through towards the US session. It touched a low of about 37.35, and it moved just about $3.05. Okay, so again, currently oil prices are consolidating. So let's have a look at the S&P 500. Pretty similar story also. S&P 500 was bullish, okay, 2 days ago, and on Tuesday early morning at about 2100 plus 5, this is 26 minus 24 will be 2 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The S&P 500 came down, okay. And yesterday again, the two critical times, 1000 hours, which is 3 p.m., and also in this case 1600 hours, which is 9 p.m. it starts to come back down, okay. And again, currently it is consolidating. So yeah, so I think it was a very good day because there's a lot of volatility for currencies, for gold prices, for oil prices, and also for the S&P 500. So moving forward today, same story. Watch out for the trading times, 2 to 4 p.m. and also 7 to 9 p.m. Analyze the charts, understand the news, anticipate understand where the market was, where is it now, anticipate where it could break to, and be ready for the be ready for the price action when it starts to move. Okay, so again, thank you for all who joined me on yesterday's webinar. If you like it or you feel that it was useful for you, please leave a comment on the Facebook or YouTube page where the video where these daily videos are placed. And of course, you can also leave a comment on the Facebook pages where I posted yesterday's live webinar notice. Okay, so again, hope you guys have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, take care. See ya.